Hottie, Michelle Waterson.
I never took carrying my concealed lightly. For a long time, it made me nervous, but that's the same reason why I started fighting, because I was nervous that I couldn't defend myself in a fight. So I was like, well, let me put myself in front of my fear. And it's the same reason why I continue to train firearms, is because I'm afraid of not understanding the tool that I'm carrying. So I put myself in front of that fear. And that's kind of what we've been doing these past couple of years, is just peeling away all the unknowns. The more you are educated, the less scary it is, and then you're able to kind of get in the zone, just like fighting. If you know what you're doing, then you can focus and take care of business. My name is Michelle Waterson, and most people know me by my fight name, the Karate Hottie.
It is all over. Michelle Waterson chokes out Paige Van Zandt. My goodness.
You know, Angela and I were the main event, and I was number one, and I won that fight, and we got fight of the night. It was a great night.
I just recently retired from being a UFC strawweight fighter. I've been fighting for over 17 years. I got my start in American Freestyle Karate, went on to do Wushu, Kempo, Muay Thai, and then eventually MMA. I'm also a wife and a mother.
My name is Joshua Gomez, and I am married to the Karate Hottie.
Mr. Karate Hottie.
Mr. Karate Hottie, yeah. I am in construction. I build spec homes. I fought for the Air Force, boxed for the Air Force, long time ago, but I was, at the time I was ranked 5th in the country. Won a few tournaments for the Air Force, 2003, 2009. Deployed to Iraq in 2004 and 2005. I was in security forces, and then after what I did in Iraq, I came back and taught CQB and convoy training.
Recently retiring, it's been kind of surreal. I think when you're in it, you kind of forget the big picture of it all, or you lose sight of it. And so much has happened over 17 years, and as a competitor, you're always reaching for that next mountain, for the next win, and striving to be better, to be greater. And sometimes I think when you do that, you lose track of all the milestones and the successes that you had throughout the journey. And retiring and being able to kind of just take a breath and take a look back at all the things I've accomplished, and it makes me proud. And I was able to get into the UFC still in my prime, fight pretty much all the champions in my division, stay top 10 throughout the entirety of my UFC career, you know, be on the cover of ESPN Body magazine. I got to do some really cool stuff, and I think you forget those things. When you take a step back and you look at the entirety of it, it is a really beautiful thing. Being a fighter runs through my blood. And so whether it's, you know, in the cage or on the range, I'm still gonna be a fighter.
Well, the first time we shot was actually completely funny.
He took me to like the simulation room, where you you're put in different scenarios, and so he put me in a scenario where it was like a hostage situation, and you watch them come in and you have to shoot the bad guy and not the hostage, and he was like, you would have been dead 10 times and you killed all the hostages, like, and I was like, well, dang. When we started taking it more seriously was when he wanted me to start carrying a concealed, just because the condition of the world today, and you just never know. Even being a professional fighter for 18 years and been doing martial arts since I was a kid, accepting the reality that if like a man wanted to take advantage of me, if somebody was trying was scouting to try to
Mug, rob,
take my daughter away from me, would I have the skills and abilities to protect myself and my loved ones? And it was a sad reality that maybe I wouldn't, because just the sheer physical size of me, you know, even though I'm a professional fighter. That's why they have weight classes. So.
But New Mexico is rough, right? New Mexico is rough. I think, I don't know what our numbers are right now, but we lead in crime as far as like per capita. And so yeah, so for me it was really just wanting her to carry, concealed carry, and then also getting her comfortable if, God forbid, something happened, she had to use it, you know? So we started training a lot more. In the beginning, so Michelle would say, you know, when she got her concealed, she kind of felt like afraid of the gun. I was like, it's not that you're afraid, you respect it, which is great. Like kind of like walking out to a fight. You're not afraid, but you know what you're getting ready to get into.
You respect that your opponent too.
Yeah, you respect your opponent. You know that they're doing the same. So I would tell Michelle, like, it's good that you have that respect, because at the end of the day, this is a gun. And so let's treat it with respect and let's do the right stuff, you know? But as far as parallels,
So many.
man, so many.
One thing that I picked up right away is when you see the shot, take the shot, right? Because if you wait too long, then that target's gone. Or at that point, now you're starting to shake if you're holding your arms up too high, and then you start to lose the center. Everybody wants to be perfect, but then sometimes if you wait too long to get it perfect, then your red dart starts doing this, and then you're like trying to force it as it's passing through, you know, and that's when you make mistakes, right? You know, so that was one really big parallel that I would see. Footwork correlates, your mentality correlates. Like when you start like overthinking, you lose sight of just letting it happen naturally.
Well, I think one of the most important things when it comes to training, just like in fighting, mixed martial arts, whatever you want to call it, repetition in combatives or firearms training is huge, right? Because if the scenario does happen, you don't want to have to think of, you know, what are the next steps? You want to just go. You want to be able to go. And so that's one of the things that we'll do now, having fun with the tactical games. It is a little different because it is more, it's a little more physical than go shoot, where when we do the actual defensive training, yeah, it is different, right? Because it is, you know, how quickly can I draw and how quickly can I fire my weapon? Right? That's one thing that I always tell Michelle is this thing does not come out unless like we absolutely know or there's a life-threatening event, I'm not comfortable with what's going on, and I got to pull that gun out. And so we'll do, I don't know, now we've done a lot of repetition as far as you know, drawing from a concealed holster.
My sports psychologist always says, like, if you're thinking about it, you're late. You know, like you shouldn't be thinking at all. You should just be in the moment reacting to the scenario. When there's a million things going on at once, you don't want to add to the thoughts that are going on in your head. And that correlates with fighting and shooting, especially in a scenario where it's an emergency and you have to pull the gun, because those seconds will be the matter of life or death. And I think that in fighting, the reason why you rep things is to allow your body to marry to the thought, to lace through those brain wave patterns and to just get it embedded in your head to where you don't have to think about it. Then you lift this up.
Yep.
Wow. Just like in fighting, you have to be able to trust your gear. You have to be able to know that your mouthpiece is going to fit and not fly out when you're getting ready to throw down, that, you know, your gloves are cinched on nice and tight. Your wraps are good to protect your bones from your hands. You know, your coaches are locked up and linked in with you, right?
Yeah, so that when the situation or when the fight begins, there's no concern about, you know, my gloves unwrapping, my mouthpiece not fitting. Everything is ready to go.
Ready to go.
And same with your firearm, right? You want to make sure that when that situation happens, there's no question on, is my red dot on? Is it gonna move? Is the weapon gonna fire?
Is your weapon gonna malfunction? Is your magazine gonna fall out in the middle of it? It is very important. And sometimes you think you got the right gear and you don't.
You find out very quickly.
People spend a lot of money, even in fighting, they spend a lot of money to get like the cool gear or the right gear, and they look cool and they look flashy, but they never put them through the test. Like they never put them through the ringer. And that's why I can always like point out like a real fighter and a fake fighter, because a fake fighter, or maybe like
Just don't know yet.
unexperienced fighter, because they got like the shiny gear, and like the real fighters is like their gear's broken in. Some of them got duct tape over it. It's like they got their gear and they've put it through the test and they know what works for them. And it's the same way with firearms. You know, you have to get your red dot and you have to put it through the test. You got to make sure that it works. You know,
and we experienced that at the last tactical games, right? We had our Acro P2 and banging him up to the point where I was even telling Michelle, I don't know if I like this, you know? But
he was uncomfortable with it.
Yeah,
he was like, I think we shouldn't be doing this to them.
Yeah, and I mean, banging them on metal, because they have us jumping over
Bars.
obstacles and bars that are, you know, full on metal on your gun, and you're trying not to hit it, but because of the movement you have to do, you hit. And so we banged up our stuff and
bang, rain, mud,
everything, and our stuff was top notch throughout the whole thing. Yeah,
and never shifted like the
at all. Red dot was on. We still were on target, and then we had buddies that had, you know, other optics where it was not. It was not good.
They were frustrated. They were super frustrated. But honestly, I feel like that's why you do things like the tactical games, so that you can put your tool to the test.
Yeah. Yeah, that's our sparring.
That's our sparring.
And God forbid, like a real situation happens, but yeah, that's our sparring. Like, I'll be honest, when we first got the Aimpoint with the way the acro was done, at first I wasn't sure because I just thought, okay, picture's best. I didn't know much about it because it looks kind of bulky, right? But again, after banging them up, you're kind of like, no, I need it to be freaking sturdy and
it needs
sturdy.
to be durable.
If not, I would have broke it like my buddy did. You know, he broke his.
I
won't mention what he had, but it was a high company,
he was
right?
mad. He was so mad. I liked it because I'm a hot mess. Like I'm clumsy, and I don't know how, like, but I always get messy. Like, I'm in the dirt, but I knew that, like, and I've had issues with red dots previously where, you know, I would get dirt on the lens, and I would have the hardest time cleaning it out because it was like seeped in there, and the corners were still gunky, and I just loved that it was concealed.
Just look at who Aimpoint works with. Right, it is our law enforcement. It is our military. Yeah, we had an M4. It was a M68 optic, but that's literally what we had, and that's, I feel I can shoot, you know, with it. Like, you give it to me, and I'm not gonna miss. Yeah,
so I have friends in law enforcement that are issued the Aimpoint red dot sights, and you know, they're calling me up like, hey, you're linked up with Aimpoint. What can we do to get some
They
more?
want it on their personal.
They want more. They want the red dot sights for their personal firearms because it's just so reliable. You know, we love working with Aimpoint, obviously because of the quality of the equipment, the quality of the tools. But when you're making steps to protect your family, you need to make sure that you are utilizing the tools that can get the job done, and they have to be reliable. And I just, I have 100% faith in the tools that we use through Aimpoint because they've been tested. When we talk to you guys about, you know, all the work that's been put in on the back end to make sure that these tools will take care of us when we need them, it just gives us the confidence to know that we've made the right choice to protect our family.